Hi, my name is Chris Papas and I'm the DA Mayor for the uMngeni Municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. I thought I'd share a little bit about our story thus far with you. So today marks 100 days since we've been in office, and it's been no easy task, I must tell you that. But it's also been really fulfilling to do what we've been doing. So we took over a municipality that was essentially bankrupt, with projects that were lagging behind, no standard operating procedures, where there was complete lack of accountability and lack of political direction. Political infighting and a lack of prioritizing has been par of the course in this particular municipality. And there's just a general lack of leadership and direction. We're not a poor municipality, but mismanagement over the years has led to a lack of prioritization and a decline in a lot of our infrastructure and the quality of services that are being provided to residents. But we took office with a vision, and we took office with this drive to try and improve people's lives in this little part of the world that we call the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands or the uMngeni Municipality. So some of the challenges that we've come across are, for example, our departments are highly undercapacitated. So our roads department, we have a roads team whose pothole repair team is actually general workers employed to sweep streets. We don't have a line painting machine, we don't have a roller, we don't have TLBs, and our grader is not working. So there's a number of challenges. In our parks department, we own 40 brush cutters, but when we got here, only 4 were working. So these are the sort of challenges that we have to confront every day before we can actually start delivering services to the people of the uMngeni municipality. So that's what we've been doing. We've been partnering with local businesses, with local NGOs. We've been improving our own financial situation, reprioritizing and putting funds where they're supposed to be, and putting the necessary steps in place to make sure that we are setting a good foundation for the future of this municipality. We've managed to improve a couple of things. We've gone from having 1 functional tractor to having 3, from having 3 functional refuse compactors to having 5. Those small incremental steps that have made progress where we are. Yes, we still need to see a lot more, but unfortunately what we have is 22 years of maladministration, and our job is not going to be easy and it's not going to be changed overnight, but we are determined to make a difference. Some of the other things that we've managed to achieve, the dump site, for example, was largely dysfunctional. There's still a lot of challenges there, but now you can drive and dump your rubbish there and not get stuck in the mud, or at least be assisted on a road that is now functional. Partnering with people such as uMngeni Tourism and Love Howick, we've managed to host successful events like the Light the Falls Festival, which saw over 4,500 people across this municipality come together to enjoy a community event. So our objective is to keep building on those and to build on the successes. We have successfully stopped or limited the cadre deployment system where people were being employed because of political affiliation. We now have a lotto system where people can openly and transparently apply with their CVs to get temporary employment and are randomly selected to get job opportunities when they become available. We've managed to cut the VIP security bill from having 8 bodyguards in the municipality to having 2. So everywhere we are making cost-saving efforts to make sure that we put that money towards the real thing that we are supposed to be doing, and that is service delivery. We've also done some other successes where, for example, we have improved the service at the licensing and traffic department, and we've made sure that visibility amongst our traffic police is foremost and the thing that we are concentrating on the most. So we're going to continue to build on those successes. Coming up now is our adjustment budget, which gives us an opportunity to cut even more wasteful and fruitless expenditure and put those towards the basic things. And that is really important at the moment because we lack plant and equipment. We lack basic skills to get the job done. And that is what there's going to be a strong focus on. Yes, we are going to have to take some very tough decisions in the short term, but we're going to have to do that if we're going to turn this municipality around and start delivering as a local government is supposed to do. There's a huge expectation from our side to do things that are not in our power. There are other failing institutions that need to do their job. The police, Home Affairs, Department of Health, all of them have a responsibility to the people of uMngeni, and we're going to fight to make sure that those departments are doing their jobs so that we can do our basic job as a local municipality and deliver with the little that we have. I must also say that our staff has been incredibly supportive of what we're doing. Yes, there are a few bad apples and they will be dealt with in the course of time. But we're not here for a witch hunt. We had to get the job done. And we found that if we support our staff and our employees who have had to work under terrible conditions over the last couple of years, People want to work, people want to live in safe communities, and people want to be part of the change, and we're grateful for the staff that has come on board and helped us to walk towards that. There are a couple of legacy challenges that we must deal with, and these include some of the SIU findings, the Special Investigative Unit findings that we are dealing with, and that we're taking the necessary steps and actions in the background to make sure that all of these are dealt with. Our federal leader visited the municipality during the election campaign, and we exposed South Africa's most expensive Wendy house. That is being investigated as was promised, and there will be action against those who have wasted municipal funds. A number of other projects are being investigated, and when the outcomes of those come, we will take the necessary action. Why I mention these is because consequence management and accountability is incredibly important. For too long in this municipality, people have just done what they want because there was no direction or no accountability. So we're strengthening our internal processes, such as standard operating procedures and our systems, to make sure that we are able to deliver. While these are not the sexy things that we see every day, such as the street lights being painted and the functioning street lights, these are the things that have to happen for us to be able to make a difference in this municipality. We started to engage with Eskom. A while ago, our street light contract was cancelled. This happened in all local municipalities across the country. This is a cost-saving mechanism by Eskom, but what that meant is that we now have a situation where we have no street lights in part of our municipality. So we've started those engagements, and the service delivery agreement is almost finalized to be able to take over those services. We are still struggling with the uMngeni municipality is completely dysfunctional and continues to fail their residents and have skewed priorities. The residents of Hilton rely on their electricity from uMngeni and have been negatively affected by the crumbling infrastructure and lack of management in that municipality. So if push comes to shove, we will always take the side of our residents and take the necessary steps, no matter what those will be, to make sure that our residents get the necessary services delivered. But going into the adjustment period and going into the IDP period, so our new budget starts on the 1st of July, and we want to make this the most inclusive and the best IDP that this municipality has seen. We want your input as uMngeni residents to make sure that it is your vision that we are implementing over the next 5 years and that we get the priorities right. There's no need for expensive community halls and lavish events. What we need is to get the basics right, and we want your input in creating this vision as we go forward into the 5th generation IDP process.
Hi, my name is Sandile Mniati. I am the Deputy Mayor of uMngeni Municipality. So when we took over, this landfill site was completely dysfunctional. There was no access road, and we've worked very, very hard by hiring plant and equipment to ensure that people can come up here, that they can dispose of their rubbish up here. What was happening earlier is that they were disposing it at the very bottom. We've also opened another cell over there where people can also throw away rubbish there instead of having everyone come up here. We're also looking at obviously rebuilding or resuscitating our way bridge. We're also looking at separation at source recycling, and then we have to invest in our plant and equipment. So what we've done thus far is that we've invested a lot of money, or spent a lot of money in hiring plant and equipment just to keep us going. So going forward, we're going to make sure that it finds expression in the IDP, and then of course the budget.
Ukhansela uThembi icele lokukhulumayo ngaphansi ka Ward 12. Umahluko esesiwenzile la eMngeni mkhulu kabi. Even nabantu bayajabula. Number 1, kulungisa imigwaqo. Number 2, kwalungisa ama potholes. Number 3, kwalungisa ama storm water. Lento kade ingalungisi. Into engiyithande kakhulu nama dump areas. Lapha ewardini yami basika isikhotha sikajana kade singakanani. Umphakathi waziweza kumina ukuthi hayi ke namhlanje ikhathi sibona ushintsho.
Hi there, my name is Janice Holmes. I'm the Speaker of uMngeni Municipality, which is the first DA-run municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. It's been an exciting journey from our campaign, from opposition into government. The first 100 days have been challenging, but we've been supported by a wonderful broader community who are so excited that things are now starting to happen in the Midlands and in uMngeni. And we're really looking forward to being able to implement the DA difference here in uMngeni, because I think that residents in KZN need to see what good governance is like, and we need to spread the good governance message in this province to uplift the entire KwaZulu-Natal.
Hello everyone, this is Councillor Nomthi Mabawula coming to you live at the Nelson Mandela Capture site. So we are here to commemorate the DA's 100 days in office here in DA and in uMngeni. So we are basically here just to talk about our achievements, some of our challenges that we faced in the first 100 days. It has been a long walk since our campaigning. In the last 2 years, we've worked really hard. We campaigned really hard. We made sure we put out the message to uMngeni residents that we can make a difference. And thank goodness they did make that decision. They voted for us, and here we are already making a difference in the first 100 days.
Hi there, I'm Kate Jansen van Rensburg, Ward Councillor of Ward 6, uMngeni Municipality. We are really excited for the changes that we have seen. We have prospered in the governance that has happened since the last local elections in 2021. We have seen communities come together, we have seen people with energy, we have seen love, we have seen light, we have seen Ubuntu. Here at uMngeni we have big dreams and big hopes for the next 5 years. And we know that with all the energy and enthusiasm from communities, stakeholders, we will achieve a lot. We have also seen communities growing. We've seen just getting the basics right. Verges being cut, roads being repaired, and we know that with future and further engagements with stakeholders and communities, we can see a load more in the future.
Sanibonani, igama lami ngukwanele ngamsimango, PR Councillor yaka Ward 4. 100 days in office la eMngeni. Awubanga lula njengoba kade sicabanga, even though kade sazi ukuthi uzobunzima. Kodwa ngitheme ngibheka ngabona ngathi usunzima kakhulu manje. But ke ukubambisana, because even umphakathi usubuyelwe yithemba kakhulu. So usuzinikelele kakhulu ekutheni ulekelele lapho nalapho okwazi khona ukulekelela, ubambisane nomeya namakhansela, silekelelane nje ukuze uMngeni ube muhle, ube lento thina esifisa kube iyona.
Hi, my name is Greg Kambok. I'm very proud to be the constituency head of uMngeni Municipality, which is the first DA-run municipality in KZN. It's 100 days now, and what I find most encouraging of all is that the spirit we have in this community hasn't abated since the heady victory by 42 votes on the 1st of November. It took us 18 years to persuade the community that we could win this municipality. Now that we have finally done it, the exuberance and the belief just carries on. So we find people paying their rates who've been boycotting their rates for many years. We find people who have volunteered their time or their services to make things really special, like the Christmas Lights Festival we had at the Falls. Our roads have been full where the potholes have dominated those roads. The weeds have been taken out of the verges. And more we find NGOs and ordinary people all wanting to make a difference.
Sanibonani, igama lami nguMakhosi Mthono. Ngihlala eMpophomeni kwaWard 10. Ngihlala eMpophomeni mhlambe lo mnyaka wesi-20. Ngiyajabula ukuba umhlali waseMpophomeni ngaphansi koMngeni. Okungijabulisa kakhulu okwenziwe iDA. Ngiyilunga leDA mhlambe lo mnyaka wesi-12. Kulo mnyaka kulezi insuku lezi ezo100 bethathile sibone okuhle kakhulu abakwenzile kulomkhandlu. Lo mkhandlu kade usesimeni esibheda kakhulu ngesikhathi kade uphethwe ANC. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi abantu baphumile bavota sawina.
Hi, my name is Paul Rinken. I'm a resident of uMngeni Municipality. I've been in Howick area for the last 25 years. And yeah, the last 100 days have been quite fantastic. It's been quite a different take. There's been a lot of freshness. There's obviously a lot of excitement. The honeymoon period is going to come to an end, and we're going to all have to still get involved in work. But I think the biggest takeaway that I've come across is the municipality workforce seems to be a lot more comfortable with where they are.
Njenge-Democratic Alliance siwina umasipala ngomhla ka-2 November. Sekudlule iy'nsuku eziwu-100 singenile la kuhulumeni eMngeni. Ngiyajabula ukuveza namhlanje ukuthi sesisebenze kanzima ukushintsha isimo sikamasipala. Siyazi ukuthi sisabhekene ney'nkinga ezinkulu endaweni nje ezingaseMpophomeni, Lichiton nasezuzokudla. Kodwa njengohulumeni we-Democratic Alliance siyasebenza ukulungisa isimo sikamasipala ukuze sikwazi ukudeliver nokuletha izindingo ebantwini.
I am Francois Rogers, and today is 100 days that we've been in governance in uMngeni, and it's a day to celebrate and a day to be grateful and thankful to all of those in uMngeni that voted for the DA. We made it very clear that when we govern, we're going to make a difference. The DA is going to get things done. And the mood on the ground that I've picked up from communities across uMngeni is one of being very positive, very optimistic, and wanting to be part of the change and wanting to be part of the development. Interestingly enough, property prices are starting to escalate in uMngeni. That's a wonderful sign. That means people have confidence in the DA, they have confidence in Chris Pappas and his team. So in the first 100 days, we've made some changes. We've filled potholes, we've fixed street lights, we've done signage in the streets, we've painted streets. Now for the next 200 days to show you what's going to happen.